Yes, yes, yes. Let's share that out. Let's share that out. Let's share that out. You know what I'm doing. I'm sharing that out, making sure everybody get this right here, man. Yeah, y'all thought y'all had to wait till Sunday? Nah, B. Saturday, the King go live. Y'all know what it is. Everybody that rocks with me knows what it is. Yes. Boom. All right. Just if you got in here, tweet it out, share it out. You know what I'm doing right now. I'm being as messy as I possibly can be. Now, also today, y'all gonna see me eat that glizzy live. Pause. Y'all remember what it was. So, it is what it is. Blessings. What's going on? We gonna get in on this one right here, man. Share it out, man. Get that over the blue skies. I told dudes. Now, what you're gonna see is you're gonna see a lot of people trying to jack my swag, really. Trying to act like they was about that when all those dudes folded. I mean, I watched dudes fold in real time, which was crazy. But you're gonna hear dudes talk about. I told you they was going third party. It was very easy to see. I've always been with Xbox from day one. You know. Yeah. You know. Notice how dudes was like, yeah. I'm not gonna console war. You know, I'm gonna move away from the console warring. King, why are you repping them? Yeah. Y'all see that? Y'all see that Iron Lord Shakers in the building. Now, we gonna get them, man. Pause. We gonna get them, man. Today is that day. Now I saw a lot of dudes talking. They were talking, man. They was talking how Xbox is full third party and PlayStation never being the home of exclusives and all this stuff. And good morning. Blessings. Good morning. Blessings. Well, afternoon now if you're on the north side. If you're on the north side of things, it's afternoon, right? If you're on the north side of things, it's afternoon, right? Now, I want to shout out to everybody that came through on Frontline Gaming streams yesterday and came out and hung out as we did our thing. Dudes thought I was going to be playing a wrestling game. I haven't brought a wrestling game in years, so again, I told you. It was stipulations for me to do that. But today, y'all going to see me eat that glizzy. Y'all met that goal over here for the glizzy. Now, the new goal over here is for me to beat Addict's ass in what is it, Demon Slayer? So I'm playing part 1 right now, but we should be getting reviews. I'm not under any NDA at the moment, so I should be able to talk about that. So we should be getting that soon. Man, I really want everybody to get in here, you know. I really want y'all to share it out because a lot of dudes, man, they doubted situations. I sat there and I told dudes, yo, stop that with that glizzy gang, boy. Stop that with that glizzy gang. And y'all haven't seen the jacket in a minute. Y'all haven't seen the jacket in a minute. Y'all haven't seen the fatigue hat. Like, remember, I lost the helmet in the airport when I went to go to L.A. So remember that. Lycos was good. Blessings. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. Now, y'all know inside the store, I got the hashtag no PlayStation 6 inside the store. You know that. You know what that is. We got to run it up on them bums inside the store, too. Because it is what it is. It is what it is. And my prices is the best prices. $22 is the best prices. I got that. 98% right all the time. If you dudes don't know, now you know. We're going to run it up on them. PlayStation is officially gone. When you got Christopher Drain, and listen, listen. You know I don't call out dudes' names. You know I don't do that. I don't do that. So when I'm saying, I'm just talking about the article that he did, the interview that he did with Matt Piscatella. I'm gonna show you that, and I'm gonna show you who did it. The video was kind of good. It was fun. It was funny. I ain't gonna hold you. It was funny. I didn't condone the cursing and stuff in it, you know, especially at my peoples, you know. Whether y'all like it or not, I rock with Porter Rock and J-Dub and them dudes because them dudes actually show up, they show out, they come through, they show love. J Barry and them dudes come through. Listen, it's just video games. We play video games. We are gamers. But come on, man. How many times have you beat your brother up, bro? Yeah, but they got record-breaking revenue, right? Yeah, tell them, man. Tell them, man. They making money, man. Yo, listen. We got a new sponsor today. The sponsor is phenomenal. Today's show, the fact that I got this sponsor for this show makes it even crazier, right? Makes it even crazier. But we really need to hear that intro, right? Because over here we bleed green. When they told us that we were dead, when every week a new dude would come out and say Xbox is dead, Game Pass is unsustainable, feeling them should be fired, X, Y, and Z. Oh, that the deal is not gonna go through. I was like, B, hold the line, B. Eternal was good. I was like, yo, nah. Now shout out to that wrestler who jacked that. A lot of dudes jacked that. But if it means something to you, go ahead and jack that. I don't make content for you not to jack it. Go ahead and do that. If I made something that made you feel a part of, made you feel special, made you feel like, yo, I'm about that movement, then use that. Now the wife did bring, and she crazy with it too. Let me show you what she did. The wife is crazy with it too. I think she working. I think she's secretly working for you dudes. Yeah. All right. With the jalapeno. Because you know she's Dominican. So she got to put a little hot on everything because she's hot. So she got to put a little hot on everything. You know, that's how it be. You know, if you got a hot wife, then she got to put a little hot on everything because she think you like everything hot. Hey, babe, bring me that Sony sponsored box that they send the kid. Okay. Bring me that. Listen, man. I'm telling you, today is a day I set fire to the rain. Today is the day I set fire to the rain. But yo, on everything I love, I got to give y'all that intro, bro. On everything I love, you got to put in that work till it hurt. On everything I love, these dudes got to find out who we are. Because there's no way in hell they're going to stop us.
What's a man or a king? What's the saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but what said as you claim it? It's that Xbox. Spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talking, no wriggling. Moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That flash making a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man or a king? What's the saying? Advancing the line, advancing the payment. You from the game, but what said as you claim it?
You already know the time. Told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Said what you running from, what you running from. I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Is what you wanted, huh? This is what you wanted. I don't think you wanted this. But I'm gonna tell you right now. A lot of people think that I just be talking out the culo, man. Like a lot of dudes think they be like, yo, King don't be knowing what he talking about. But when I told you Microsoft was doing what they was doing, while they was doing it, how they was doing it, and you guys was telling me that he was not moving in that fashion, I was telling you be easy. I understood exactly where Microsoft was going. So it takes other people to tell you stuff that I told you already. It takes Matt Piscatella to tell you that dudes is moving away from console exclusives and multi-plat strategy is the way to go. And it takes him to tell you that, oh, them going over to PC because this new generation, we old, B. Shout out to Kenneth J. Williams, the $5 super chat. Microsoft played the biggest chess move of all time and solely followed the money. Of course, man. Shout out to that $5 super chat. Great Fox 20 with the £2 super chat king. Always right. Greetings from Amsterdam. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know what it is. I appreciate you dudes. As we get closer to that goal of me breaking Attic in, pause. That work is going to be given. But yo, it took other people to tell y'all what it was. Like, I'm the one when the chips was down and dudes had y'all backed up against the corner. I was like, nah, get behind me, man. Hold up. Don't fold for these dudes. Don't get weak because of these dudes is pressuring you. Like, who the hell is these dudes that pressure you? What up, Twank? What up, Twank? I'm telling you, dudes, at no point in time was we under pressure. Why? How you gonna have little son Dula pressure you? How you gonna have the $1 billion company pressure you? Hell no. Ain't no pressure. Xbox dudes don't feel no pressure. Pause. Let me tell you why. When you got damn near $4 trillion company investing in your passion, I told you, young audience sat in the dollar will go after that money. AI, streaming, that's where it's at. That's where the cash is at. When they was laughing at moves we was making, oh, what that Amazon Fire Stick gonna do? Who? My guy, I'm gonna show you systematically and I'm gonna break you down. I'm the only one, I'm the best doing this. You can go watch anybody you wanna watch. I'm the best doing it. I'm the best doing it. I'm going to break you down and you're going to understand exactly why I'm the best doing it. Because a lot of times you're going to try to duck this fade, right? You're going to try to move over to the left. I'm the only one with an open Discord. It says live, debate, jump in. And don't worry, it's going to be a portion where you can just jump in here so I can just tell you a new one. Pause. We about to go get this work. But I'm going to tell you something. The best part about gloating is understanding that you got sponsors in this situation that rock with you. Now, I don't think they knew this day was going to happen. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm so happy that this thing is an actual thing. Because the king, listen, some of these dudes live in an alternate reality. I'm going to tell you sometimes living in an alternate reality is what's best. These port begging ponies wanted to live in a different reality other than the one that I occupy. You want to be in an 828 with the Fantastic Four. You don't want to be over here with the Avengers. You don't want to be in a 616. You don't want to be in a real continuity where dudes really get down for that. You don't want to be here for that. You want to be over there when there's only one team that you can fight. Man, on God and them. I'm gonna tell you something. But let's get into our sponsor for today. Right? Let's get into our sponsor. I think that tells you more about anything.
Make it look easy. I'm all about the hype. 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 Pick it up, 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 pick it up. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype. I'm all about the hype.
My bad. I be muting it, making sure that it's not talking. Shout out to them. They sent me the 3. I went with that instead of the Xbox version. I do appreciate them. Shout out to them for sponsoring the kid in this situation. We got another sponsor that came through, but we're going to talk about that sponsor a little bit later. Right? I got you. We back. I see it. We got the sound. We back. What I do is I don't want the background, I don't want the background bleeding in at any time. So again, don't worry. We're going to eat this glizzy. Yeah. Now remember, this is an impossible meat glizzy. This is not a real meat glizzy. King don't eat meat like that, okay? So I don't eat meat. So, but I eat that fake meat crap, whatever it is, because y'all did it. Now let me get that super chat. My bad. I do appreciate you. All right, Day Rizzy with the $2 super chat. King tried to tell him, but they didn't want to listen. No, they never want to listen. They want to sit there and say stupid stuff, right? First of all, when you want to say stupid stuff about my age, which is kind of crazy, that means what you should do is listen. You should say to yourself, he's been here long enough. He done lived this long enough to see dudes do something strange for some change. Now, I do have something special sent to me by somebody, and it's gonna blow your mind, man. You eat bean meat? Yo, yeah. Pause, man. You out of control. You disgusted. Listen. You know something? I need to talk about this first real quick, right? And this needs to be talked about because this is going to be the last time we're going to see Halo Infinite at the Halo World Championships this year. And, you know, Halo Studios talk about it, this being the last year, the Halo Infinite Year 4 will be the final official HCS events for the Halo Infinite. And now's your last chance to be part of a momentous chapter of Halo esports history. That's because they're getting ready to set up for something greater. They're getting ready to set up for something greater. All right? So we're not worried about it, right? We're not worried about it. It's not like Halo Infinite is going away. You know what's crazy? Let me ask y'all a question. Seriously. They don't get that Halo. They don't get Halo Infinite. Now, Nintendo and from what I heard, Nintendo and Microsoft is about to do, well, Nintendo and Xbox is about to do Direct. And in that Direct, you're going to hear about games that's going to be making it over to the Switch too. And these games that's going to be making it over to the Switch too, I honestly believe are the majority of the games that made it over to the PlayStation 5. They're going to find a new fan base to make that bread off of, because remember, Sony just saw them get their bell rung by Forza. Indiana Jones came and knocked their teeth bone loose. And now you got Hellblade 2 about to do some damage. You know, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, Gears is about to do something terrible to these dudes. But when I told you that Xbox was positioning themselves to be on every screen, everywhere, at all times, you dudes looked at me like I had two heads or something. Like I wasn't being factual. When I told you that Xbox was coming out with new hardware next year, and y'all was pressuring me, asking me, yo, King, when is Xbox gonna do, they said, Sarah said something about hardware. I said, yo, it should be at the end of this year. And you dudes was like, nah, King, she ain't saying nothing. And then she came around and she showed y'all the Asus ROG Ally. But y'all gonna tell me that's not hardware. When Matt tells you that the landscape is changing, so when Sony goes and make a strategic partnership with From Software, Sony goes to make a strategic partnership with Bandai Namco, isn't that broke dude things? Isn't that chipping things? Like, yo, I'm going to run to the store real quick. I'm going to go get a couple of bottles. Yo, you want a bottle? Nah. Here's some bread. Just bring me back, I'll just drink off of that. Just here's some of that. He's that dude. Sony is the chip-in person, just so they can get a taste. Xbox is buying out the bar. Xbox is buying out the club. Sony is putting in money on the tab. Like, I tried to explain to you before, they couldn't make the pivot as fast as how Microsoft and Xbox make the pivot because they're not positioned to do so. Right? But the fact that dudes sat there and even felt like I'm the one to be messed with. All right, well, here. Y'all hit that goal, right? Y'all hit that goal. All right. Give me a second. Y'all said I ate that one with Cog super fast. Because y'all some weirdos. Y'all some weirdos. But I got to do it, right? Y'all hit the stupid goal. I got to do it, whatever. B. Lou, I thought you was my guy. Yo, my wife put relish, onions, hot sauce, ketchup, mustard. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. You're disgusting. No, I'm not enjoying that meal. You're disgusting. No. But because she's Dominican, she put the biggest jalapeno we probably had in the jar. That was extra. That's because you waited a week. That's how much Sony must feel right now, knowing that they got to eat all this hot sauce. But I'm a big boy. Told you I was going to do what I was going to do. Told you. Now, you know what it is doing your video yesterday? I did my video yesterday. And you know what it is doing your video? And after that, you get the information. Because I needed to have the job listing. And I got it. I got it. Now let me remove this real quick. Let me remove that real quick. Let me see. Now, they really want you. Listen. This is what it is. You see that? Team leadership. Direct and developed as a team of senior managers across multi-platform strategy, account management, platform sales, and planning. Direct reports include director, multi-platform strategy and account management, senior manager, platform sales, Xbox and PC, manager, platform planning and performance for PC and Xbox. Woo! It's a one-time only thing, King. It's a one-time only thing, King. Nah, King, it ain't like that, King. King, it ain't like that, King. Nah, it's hell type. It's a one-time only thing, man. It's not real, King. Why would they port games over to a dying franchise, a dying console, I heard? Why would they port games over to an ecosystem that don't buy games? Why would they port games over to Xbox? Shout out to Nixus. It's my heart. I told you they will be your demise. I told you I saw the truth in her eyes when she looked at you. I knew she was true to me. She was never true blue. She always bleed green. Shout out to Nexus, the one true queen. I knew she was going to do because I always knew the scheme. I always knew the plan, my man. She had you in the palm of her hand. You tried to run. Nah, King got that. Pew, pew. Tiandre with the $5 super chat, PlayStation. I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a cheeseburger today. Yo, shout out to you being as old as me. The only way you as old as me to know exactly what that is. That's wimpy. If you don't know Popeye, I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. On God and them. On God and them. On this glorious day when we sponsored and we rocking, they can't stop it. Like I told you before. I explained to you before. See, what it is, you know how I figure stuff out? I told you on my other channel, I sit there and I do AI stuff all day long. And in my work stuff, I do AI stuff all day long. Shout out to Sinister. Shout out to my brother in the chat. I do it all day long. But I follow the money. You know how they catch criminals? By following the money. You know how the feds catch criminals? By following the money. You know how they got Al Capone? They couldn't get Al Capone on anything. They got Al Capone on tax evasion. Follow the money. You see, Sony always was claiming big numbers, but the numbers never look right. Like Rick Ross cash. It don't look right in the light. Look kind of sums up. You got 80 million consoles out there, but you can't bust a 20 million. You see, when the information comes out that Forza Horizon is the most sold game to date on the PlayStation ecosystem with 3 million, you would have thought that some game, any game that launched on the PlayStation ecosystem throughout this year up until this date would have sold more than 5 million with 80 million out there. See, because it's not 80 million sold. It's 80 million shipped. But then you got to look at what's the numbers. You see, what's not sustainable, and this is the reason why they hate you, because they ain't you. They not like us. You see, Xbox got so much, though, that they can put their first-party titles inside Game Pass and make Game Pass the platform. PlayStation can't do that because that will force them to go out and buy more studios. That's unsustainable. Right? But let me tell you what is sustainable for Sony. Let me tell you what Sony likes to do. Let me show you something that Sony felt that you needed. They needed me to kick you in your chest, B. They needed me to walk down on you and just hi-ya. Senior Director of Multi-Platform and Account Management. San Mateo, California. Remote is okay. West Coast preferred. They want you to be out there so you can be next to God of War, Santa Monica. Santa Monica. They want you close. They want you close. They want to be close to you. Hey, stay closer. They want to get close to you. They don't want you too far away because that day that you have to come in, they want you to be able to get in there. The overview of the job, reporting to the vice president. Yeah. I report to the vice president. Commercial management and senior director of multi-platform and account management. They already got a dude in place for the multi-platform strategy. You heard? For the multi-platform, they already got a dude in place for the multi-platform strategy. While y'all dudes out there fighting, kicking and screaming, talking about Sony and never do that. It'll never happen. It's been happening. They just ain't got the money to make it happen the way you expect. That's the best part about them. So, you will play a critical leadership role in shaping and executing the global commercial strategy of PlayStation Studios, software titles across all digital platforms beyond PlayStation hardware. Boom! Remember when I told you beyond PlayStation hardware was a thing? Remember when I told you? You said, nah, King, you're reaching, B. King, they ain't going over to Xbox. Xbox ain't it. Xbox is it. Xbox is it. Now, how strange you going to get for this change? That's all I want to know. What you really going to do? How you going to break daddy off? That's all I really want to know. What you coming with, love? But they need people in place in order to make things happen. You know this came from Hiroki. Shout out to Hiroki Totoki. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you for coming in to help do the Lord's work. Shout out to Jim for being who I told you he was. He was a triple changer. He was working in disguise. Shout out to Bungie for being who they are. I needed you to destroy everything over there so y'all can see the last remnants. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these bums. I'm going to keep the boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. I told you I won't stop. Diddy home. Can't stop, won't stop. Diddy home. I done told you that. I told you that. Freak Offs is about to begin. It's about to begin. I told you that. But you was telling me, nah, King, it ain't going down like that. Hold on. Beyond the PlayStation hardware, including Steam, Epic Games Store, Xbox, Nintendo, and mobile. She busting it open. For everybody. For everybody. Who is this? Who is this? Like, who is this? Yo, I'm going to show you how it ain't no PlayStation 6. I'm going to show you how it ain't no PlayStation. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. You're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to put that work in today. Y'all going to get that work. And shout out to that sponsor, that secret sponsor that I got. Boy, oh boy. Boy, oh boy. I'm a disgusting individual. I'm going to do something rough to you today. I told you I'm the best doing this. But a lot of you dudes be thinking other dudes is better. Nah, they not even close. Not even on my worst day. I'm damn near 1,000 videos in. And I'm just getting warmed up. I'm just hitting my stride. Stuff is about to get crazy. Boy, I'm about to hit 10K. And I got sponsors like this. But let me finish though. The role is accountable for optimizing title profitability, ensuring cross-function alignment, and leading a high-performing team focused on multi-platform expansion. They got a team of freak offs. They got a team of freak offs. Diddy home. They got a team of freak offs. It's not just one. It's not just one. Got a team, got a roster. They spreading it worldwide all over. At least Xbox is kind of nice, like, yo, here, maybe here. You said you got a whole busted open resume. Like, whoever they hire has to be willing to bust it open for everyone. Yo! Like, it ain't even the whole slate with you dudes. It's no bars. You remember y'all talk about no red lines? My man. You for the streets for real. You are for anything and everyone. Mobile, anything. Anything cracking, son. You are down with anything cracking. You that 4 o'clock in the morning skis. You heard me? Like, when you really look at it, yo, look. Mid-range commercial planning and platform partner management. They said everything from the top to the bottom to the middle to the end. Middle management tool, we ain't playing no games here. Leave no stone unturned. We want everything. If a nickel bag is sold in a park, I want in. You heard? Where they at, though? Where the boundaries at? Where they at, though? They a freak show, bro. Like, where they at, though? Where y'all at? Karma God 91 with the $5 super chat. Blessings, King. What a crazy week. Celebrity deaths and deaths of gaming platform. Shaking my head. Bots. Check in on your pony peoples. On God, I did send out text messages making sure people was okay. Making sure people was okay. Now, you know what? I got something that other people might not have, right? I got something that other people might not have. And I'm going to show you something. Because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. This is how hashtag no PlayStation 6 really work, bro. This is how hashtag no PlayStation 6 really work. Now, no dudes can tell you how they can get to where they're going to get to, because normally what they do is they don't do no work. They sit there and they wait, and they don't ever go outside to stand on anything. A lot of these dudes don't stand on anything. When it happens, they tell you, I was there. I was about that. It was me. No, you wasn't. You're too fearful to lose subs. You're too fearful to lose followers. You're too fearful to be talked about. You're too fearful to have people that rock with you. I don't have that problem. If you rock with me, you rock with me. If you don't, it is what it is. Go do you. I don't give a damn. If I said it, I'm going to stand on it. Pause. And it's going to be what it is until it's not. Right? So all those dudes that y'all be following, like, oh, yeah, I like them, I rock with them. Shut up. Shut up. Those are the get along gang. Safe to be safe dudes. Hide in the crowd dudes. Dudes that shake your hand weak. Them dudes. You heard me? The dudes that don't look you in your eyes when they talking to you, know, the ones that's looking down or looking around or looking up, and maybe them dudes. Nah, if I said it, I'm going to stand on it. I told you what it is. But let me tell you why. And y'all think that power consumption joint that they did for the PlayStation 5 Pro and the PlayStation 5 base, you thought that had something to do with their handheld. And y'all are really thinking that Sony is going to make a handheld that is crazy. No, they're not. They showed you the handheld they making. Let me tell you the handheld they're making. They're making the PlayStation Portal Pro. Reportedly coming in 2026 with major Steam Deck feature. Oh my God. Mr. Me Too in the face ass. Who's this dude? Karma God 91 with the $2 super chat. Hey King, even Kong needed Godzilla's help. Shaking my head on God and them. They definitely did. Now, that PlayStation Portal, that came as a wave to them. They saw that streaming, that was a wave to them. Remember, I lost the bet off of that. I had to bend the knee off of that. Because I thought it was going to come in at 300 some change. I thought it was going to be crazy. I thought the price was going to be crazy because I thought they was going to have some stuff inside the box. From what I was led to believe, it was going to be a piece of tech that you was able to download games to. What do you think this Pro is? What do you think that is? That's the thing that I predicted. That's the device that I was talking about. Take that existing device and then you add a storage capacity to it and that thing can get out the door to you. When I tell you hashtag no PlayStation 6, you think I'm playing with you? Why the hell would they go make a costly console? They can't even sell a Pro. Why the hell would they go make a console? I see you dudes running around talking about Magnus, this, and AMD and all this. That's Xbox stuff. Stop associating them broke dudes with software. Amethyst is software. They're making software. Machine learning software. Microsoft and AMD is making hardware. Stop trying to associate yourself with something greater than yourself. You've been doing this for a long time. Now we find out that the emperor has no clothes on. Been watching you for a second. I've been telling dudes for a second. Xbox version is coming, man. Be easy. Xbox version is coming. Be easy. Microsoft has their version. Be easy. Be easy. These dudes, you think in 2026 Microsoft ain't coming out with their handheld? Oh, their handheld that was shelved? They were working on the software. They need to get the software right because Steam operating system was running rings around them when they had a head-to-head with the claw, with the MSI claw. with Lenovo. You gotta have the software right. The user interface has to be on point, or you're gonna lose this thing. Now, I saw somebody hit my DM, my mentions or whatever, talking about, oh, good luck with that 140 Windows 11 license that you got to pay for. All right, stay on Windows 10. Do whatever you gonna do. Why are you worrying about me? That bonehead shit statement, like you giving, is stupid. You're goofy with it. You got to think about it. Microsoft is moving everybody over to Windows 11. And they're using that operating system integrated into Windows 11 as an additive. But from the base level on Windows 12, that Xbox, that Steam, that operating system is all going to be there. Every PC that you turn on, fundamentally, is going to be an Xbox. You don't think Sony doesn't have the blueprint, doesn't know? Remember when I told you in October it was up, whether you like it or not, we was going to bust it open regardless? We was going to take whatever you want, whatever you had regardless, whatever was on Steam. See, the problem was once Steam was in bed with Xbox, it was up. You wasn't going to cut off that revenue stream because you need that bread. So I don't know nobody here that's going to cut off money to satiate some fanboys that's in pocket anyway. Them PlayStation dudes ain't going nowhere. They could sit there and tell you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm. This is going to be my last hot. Man, shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. You're a consumer. Shut up and consume. Just do that. Do me a favor and go buy a game and go sit down in the corner. Oh, you put faith into consoles. I'm so happy that Matt came out and told you the new strategy is to be everywhere. But who's doing that? So if the new strategy is to be everywhere, and Microsoft says we're having OEM products made, and we're also continuing hardware, and Game Pass is everywhere that we have a screen, who the hell was winning? But then you got people, goofy dudes, come out and talk about some third place, third rate team. You can't even sell on your own console. When an Xbox game is the most selling game, your argument is done. You're done. You're finished. It's over. And then you putting out job listings for who can bust it open better. You got twerk competitions. PlayStation is sponsoring twerk competitions across the globe, and they need managers to managing where platforms they're going to twerk the hardest. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the game that I feel is coming over to Xbox first. Now, there's a caveat. There's a caveat here. There's a caveat here. Now, the caveat is this game has to be done by Nixus. And Nixus has to oversee the port. Now, when they see the money for Helldivers, because I want y'all to know something. Your baby father, what's up? When Helldivers pre-orders went to Xbox, you know Sony eyeballs got big as hell? You know they never had to come back out and talk about Helldivers going to Xbox again? You know how I knew the pre-orders for that was a success? It was because of that factor. You know how I know Ghost of Yode's pre-orders ain't doing good? This is like the third or fourth time that we got to see this game and they got to do deep dives and all this other stuff. They told you Helldivers is coming in August and they walked away from the microphone and left it be. Xbox told you Gears was coming out on PlayStation and walked away from the microphone. You never heard anything else. That's pre-orders is lit. Pre-orders is lit. We ain't got to do nothing else. So if you want to tell me the reason why they rolled back the price on the Outer Worlds 2 was because pre-orders didn't go, then it stands to say that anytime you got to see the same game and you can't roll back that price, that means that the pre-orders ain't up and you got to show it. You got to twerk harder for the streets. Now, I'm going to tell you the game that I think that's going to go. And I'm going to give a shout out to my sponsor today. Since Sony is busting it open, since Sony is busting it open, and they busting it open and they doing something strange for some change, and they love the kid. Shout out to Sony for sending over the Spider-Man bundle for the boy. Yeah. 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 We got your boo. We got your boo. First game I think that's coming over is Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is going to be the first game that's coming over. I'm about to open up the Discord. Before we get up out of here, I'm going to open up the Discord now. So you can jump inside the Discord. Because if you want to go at them today, then let it be. If you want them to know who you are, then let them be. But we about to jump in this Discord. The link is there. Get in that description. Get in there. All right. Who we got? Hold on. I see you in there. Hold on. Let me make sure that I can hear you because you can't hear me. I have to fix it around. The output device is wrong. Hold on. Let me go back in there again. I got you. Hold on. I got you. I got to fix the output device. Hold on. Input, output. Input devices here. Y'all can hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right.
Obi-Wan.
Yep.
From UK.
There we go. That's what's up. I appreciate you guys for showing up. Now, when I tell you guys, I open up the chat for people to join in, for everybody to join in. I'm the realist that's doing it. I'm going to let everybody do what they got to do. So let me see. Obi, you was the first one here, right?
Yeah, so I've been waiting for a while, but it's so good.
I appreciate you for waiting for a while, man.
No problem.
All right. So go ahead.
So
wherever you want to go with it.
Yeah, so you've been talking about gaming a lot. But
Right.
I'm going to switch it up. Obviously,
Yes,
you know,
sir.
we lost Hulk Hogan on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
And I left you a comment.
Yes.
And it got kind of heated in those comments, right? I don't know if you've seen that comment.
I know people go at you for whatever your opinion
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah, that was mine.
I'll expand on that, and I'll give y'all my reasonings for my video. And my video did absolutely terrible. I just want to know. I want to let y'all know my video did terrible. If you rock with me, and when you can rock with me, ishing on PlayStation at 5K a view, or you can rock with me when I'm calling out Microsoft, and you can rock with me when I'm telling you my truth on what I believe. But I'm going to tell you the reason why that video was made, and I'm going to explain something to you and who I am, and then y'all can get an idea. And I just want y'all to listen and try to hear the message. That's it. But go ahead, brother. Say what you're going to say.
Yeah, so real quick, I want to get some pleasantries out of the way.
Go ahead.
So, King, I saw you on Double Barrel Gaming when you used to be on there.
Yes.
Like a regular. It's like semi-regular.
Yeah.
But then, obviously, don't do as much over there. Then,
Yeah, I'm dropping
YouTube
video
as it is,
every day.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So, YouTube as it is, it pushed your channel to my feed. And yeah, I've been listening to you for a few months now. Never comment, just
Bless
listen.
him. Thank you.
Enjoy the shows and everything. But when that Hulk Hogan thing happened, which is unfortunate, I had to comment because I've been a lifelong wrestling fan since the 80s, right?
Right.
And obviously in the UK over here, we're as passionate as the US when it comes to
I know.
WWE and or WWE, because we never see them, right? They only
Right.
come out here twice a year, maybe, if
Yeah.
that. So
It's
we're
like
very
back in the
passionate.
days for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so for you guys in the States, you're so used to seeing WWE, right? You just go to a show whenever if it's in your state. But over here, we got SummerSlam. That was the biggest thing, like pay-per-view that we got
Right.
in Wembley. So I had to make that comment, and the person who responded didn't, I don't know if he or she was reading my comments,
Yeah.
but they just couldn't they didn't get that you have to separate the two.
They
I just wanna
can't
say,
separate the two.
I know. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, they just can't. Okay, is he hired now, guys? Go ahead, talk.
Oh.
Yeah, no, you. Yeah, you talk.
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't think the person was reading my responses properly or thoroughly. I don't know, he or she. Because obviously I can't assume. Because we don't know who these people are who comment. We can't assume. So, yeah, it was crazy. So, that comment thread was just... And, I could have gone in that comment and I could have fired back what they were saying. They were twisting my words and stuff. But
Right.
you have to separate the two at the end of the day. And I do want to say this while I'm here. I do not condone the stuff. What Hulk Hogan did in private.
Right.
Unfortunately, it was a private conversation that got leaked. I know we weren't supposed to hear that, but all your heroes say stuff behind the scenes.
Yep.
Right? I'm pretty sure it happens every day.
Yo, J Jack, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. Sorry.
You can answer it. Go.
No. Okay, so first to J Jack. I they really have my phone number, right? Jay Barry and them really have my phone number, just the same way Boom and Colt and all these dudes really have my phone number.
Yeah, because you know them IRL.
Right.
So.
We really know each other, right? So if I'm talking about people and I know that they game, and if you really think that they're playing a character,
Right.
they're playing a character. The character that they're playing is a character that is made to talk to their fan base. Now,
Right.
they might like PlayStation more than Xbox, like I like Xbox more than PlayStation, right?
see.
And of course, they're going to pander to their fan base in a sense, in some ways. Some people are disingenuous, some people aren't, but I can separate the character from the person. If you're going to go at Puerto Rock, you got to also understand this: for your life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, he has laid his body on the line by being in the military. All right. So I was going at him hard until I found out that, and I have a military background in my family. I immediately stepped away from that because any day is your last, and you making sure that any day could be your last. Like any day, like you go out there, you could just be going to get something to eat from a store, and just because you are part of this military that can do something someplace else, you are an absolute target. So again, that stays on video games. Jay Barry and them was in Boston. We talked back and forth online. When he lost a bet about Halo, he wore a Master Chief outfit, bent the knee, did a video immediately. Blaze 4K lost a bet on his PlayStation, cut his PlayStation in half with a chainsaw. I'm telling you, the people that I rock with, I have been rocking with, are real ones. They'll pop up. When I was doing my show early on Fridays and I had the call in and dudes was coming in, tell me how many Xbox dudes came in and called in. But I could tell you how many PlayStation dudes did. And you could say, well, they was coming in to debate you. No, they was actually respectful. You can go back and watch any show. And it's all about being a gamer, right? So at the end of the day, it's about being a gamer. So when I talk about PlayStation, I'm talking about, when I'm saying ponies, this is clown stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not directing it at nobody.
Yeah.
I don't take any type of thing and make it personal. You won't see me do a video on somebody because I don't know what type of day that person is having, and I don't want to be the catalyst to make them just say enough is enough today and I got to get out of here. Because every day is short. You don't know what day is going to be your last. Let me get to that day. I don't know what day is going to be your last. I'm a little kid, and I know I'm watching Hulk Hogan for wrestling.
Right.
We used to watch on closed circuit TV. Maybe y'all don't know him from that. What y'all know him from is something else after wrestling, outside of wrestling.
Movies.
Right. You know him movies, you know him political, you know him religion. I grew up in an age where you didn't talk sex, you didn't talk religion, and you damn sure never talk politics. But the worst thing that ever happened was a microphone and a camera, and that put that in front of people, and now everybody knows your business. So again, I'm not endorsing any message that he made outside of the eat your vegetables, train hard, and never give up. He brought back a sport that I love. They tried to ostracize him from that sport. He went to another venue, built that up, and brought it back and did that. That man had 10 back surgeries in his career, and the last one probably is the one that finished them off. But he did that all for our entertainment. Now, what God is, what a famous line is, let he without sin cast the first stone. Right? My biggest problem, and this is something I got to work with on myself, and I work with it every day, I'm quick to judge. And every day I have to check myself and look at myself in the mirror because I am not without sin. I cannot judge a man. Man is quick to judge. That man has gone before God, and he is judged ultimately by God. So whatever he did, whether the stuff that you don't know about, the stuff that you do know about, he is judged by God. Once somebody leaves this earth, that's it. You ain't got nothing else to say. If you ain't got nothing good to say, shut the hell up. Shut up. But if somebody left you with a memory that you hold true, some virtue or something, love the message. Don't fall in love with the messenger, because the messenger will always let you down. But love that message. Barris, my guy, I know I kept you around here waiting. I apologize. I'm long-winded, but you're my dude. You always rock with me. Barris, talk to me. What's going on, brother?
What up, brother? What up? Everything is alright. Everything is good. I just want to know one thing and one thing only, King.
Talk to me.
You know how is you never say never, right? Never say freaking never.
But they told me never.
Oh. And look what happened.
Yes.
I don't see a turn on your shot anymore. Talking that smack. What happened to him? I just wanna know what happened. What changed? Oh, I know what changed. PlayStation going third party. Something that they say never gonna be able to happen. So what happened now? Tell me that, King. What happened?
Okay. First, let me get to this member chat, member message. Gene Michael, member for 3 months. I salute you, soldier S rank. I'm from Trinidad, and Hogan was my childhood. Blessings on God and them. I honestly and wholeheartedly agree with that. Now, anybody that knows some outside of that and politically, you'll never know who I vote for. You'll never know what religion, if I follow a religion that I follow, and you'll never know what's my sexual orientation. I was taught these things as a kid, right? As a kid, I was taught respect. And I always was taught, don't dig up the dead. Do not. Because if you do that, you go looking for that, you're going to find that. All right? So some people are sent to a point where a magnifying glass is so bright that they got to stand in that light, and it is hard and it's tough for a lot of people. But I just want y'all to think. I want you to take yourself and place yourself in this thought, in this small thought, because this is what I do every day, because I am guilty of judgment every day, and every day I have to catch myself and try to be better. What if, and I want, you know, your worst moment. Everybody knows their worst moment. What if people knew your worst moment and actually had a light and seen your worst moment? How would you be viewed? So just think about it that way, right? Just think about it that way. I'm not condoning anything. Ultimately, you're going to be judged by the creator.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's all. Say, like, Hogan, no matter, obviously the controversial stuff, we're not here for that.
Right.
It was about what he did for WWF, whatever.
That's it.
And the greatest promoter of all time, Vince McMahon, like, marketed that. Hulkamania was a thing. I wasn't a Hulkamania when I was a kid, but I was a Ultimate Warrior fan. I just thought Ultimate Warrior was cooler.
Yeah, he
But
was. He was definitely cooler.
what
I'm a huge Goldberg fan. Like, look, man,
There you go. He just retired. Goldberg just retired.
I rock with the heavyweight championship belt, but none of these people will exist without this guy and Vince McMahon and the superstar Billy Graham. Let me tell you something. Superstar Billy Graham did it. Hulk Hogan perfected it, and Vince McMahon promoted it. And those three individuals gave us something that we will never ever forget. So I can't feel once Hulk Hogan passed, you always gotta give a shout out to superstar Billy Graham because he was Hogan before. I want y'all to do your homework. But Barris, are you finished yet before I jump over to AKW real quick?
Yeah, I'll finish up. I just wanted to know what what happened to Eternal.
You had a
That's all.
PlayStation question. We keep getting derailed with the wrestling stuff.
Yeah,
you
I know.
PlayStation
It's a hard week, and he want to know why PlayStation is doing something strange for some change. Xbox showed them. Xbox gave them the blueprint. Listen, PlayStation has always been Mr. Me Too. There's never been a time that they've never been innovators in any space. They've always been Mr. Me Too. So being Mr. Me Too, you got to come into a situation like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me do this. After what he did with the blueprint. Xbox gave him the blueprint. They said, all right, putting our games over there and make money? Hell Divers, you up. Nexus, what else you got? The whole slate on God. We got to put up a job listing. They got to bust it open. Diddy home. Get the baby oil. I need a track team. You guys got to slip and slide all over the place. You understand? Freako says, okay now. Diddy's home. Like, yo, as long as we don't transport them over lines, hey, you know what it is. So listen, man, they was just waiting for the Rico to go away. Once the Rico went away, they was like, yo, put the job listing up. It's up. Yo, B Leaf, member for 5 months, Soldier X rank. I salute you, Soldier. Team Green all day. We can't stop. We won't stop. Diddy home. AKW, what's good, baby? Talk to me.
King, I'm just here for the word.
Yo,
Just here for the word.
Hey, yo, listen, and I'm here to do that. I'm here to get that sermon because dudes be clowning. Dudes be like, oh, King's a preacher. Listen, bro, what you will never do is I see everything and hear everything. I'm like Ra, all seeing eye. Well, let me lower myself, please, God. I see it all. I hear it all. But in my stoic nature will never make me comment against you, bro.
It wasn't, the thing is, what happened was like common sense. You could see it coming from a mile away. Like you could see that
Some
coming from a
people
mile away,
didn't.
what's happening.
Some people didn't want to see it though.
No. Well, I know. I like if you go back to the IOP chat, let's say last year when Hellblade came out,
Yep.
I played it, I finished it, and literally that week when you guys were talking about an IOP, I specifically put in the chat, Hellblade is going to PS5 next year. And look what happened. It came on the PS5
Well,
this year in August.
I knew that was happening.
Yeah.
I knew the price point and the all digital aspect of it, and now that you're getting a physical in name only. All right, so what we're gonna do is go down the line because I got to take my wife to the beach and to the pool. All right, because she's a hot tamale today. She's looking really great. I'm gonna start off with Obi. Not because it just say "oh" here on my Discord. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, Obi. What game do you expect to come over to Xbox off of this PlayStation multi-platform initiative? Just one game. What game do you expect and hope to show up?
Spider-Man. I mean, that's the consensus, right?
All right.
That right there will kill all the ponies. All of them. They will die. They will scream, and there's nothing they can do anymore.
Listen.
Nope.
They won't die. They won't scream. They will just have to have those receipts that they talk about they keep for everybody. Like that window started getting smaller and smaller once I got into the space and I started calling them out on their BS, because I watch and I listen and I see. You know, I sat there and I talk to hip hop. Y'all see, I debate people, anybody. J-Dub will come on the show and I tell him what the show is gonna be. Yeah, anybody. But those are friends, right? So just like you ribbing your brothers and you snapping on your brothers and you laughing with your brothers, you could do that. We could do that. I have no problem with doing that. But we're gonna keep it factual. We're going to keep it factual. If something is not sustainable at Microsoft cuts that off quickly. They don't give a damn. Movies ain't good. They tell you tomorrow it's up. That's it. It's so for years, Xbox has been 25 years. It's sustainable, brother. It's all part of the plan. When I'm telling you that they're exchanging their server blades and y'all had to wait for somebody else to tell you that they changing their server blades, that means that you don't like the messenger. So that way you didn't receive the message.
Can I say one thing real quick? You know,
Talk to me.
You know, Insomniac posted that picture of Spider-Man doing the peace sign. I think that there was more to it to that.
Oh yeah,
I think that piece was like, let's just have peace. Let's have peace in the industry. Let's just get on.
No, that piece
That's
was
how I looked at it
we
anyway.
out of here. We out of here. It's peace. We out of here. Yo, we gotta get our money back.
To me, it was just like, let's all get along, you know.
Nah. It ain't about it ain't about
happen.
kumbaya, B. It's all right. Don't ever get it twisted. Satya wants to crush everything underfoot. Right? Don't ever get Satya's ambition confused with anything other than such.
Yeah. It's a sad state of affairs.
No. It's absolutely not. You want that person in charge to have absolute ambition. That's all you ever want. You know what Phil had? Phil had absolute. Let me say his name properly. I do apologize. Phil Dominus Maximus really is Spencer first of his name. He had absolute ambition to come from the bottom to the top. You have nothing but ambition. You have ambition and drive. You have goals and you have things that you need to have done. And pairing individuals like that, because remember, Phil didn't start soaring until him and Satya got together. When he was able to get into Satya's ear and align Satya's ambition with his goals, well, then it changed. Now, I know you're going to say at the bottom line of this, King, Xbox lost their identity. I'm going to tell you something. Did they lose their identity, or was this truly their identity? Because I'm going to tell you from the beginning, Bill Gates wanted a device that was a PC under the TV in the living room. That's Bill Gates' whole plan. He wanted Windows running there because he wanted the PC to take over the living room. He wanted that device. And they're a software company. They're not a hardware company. So their fumbles were in hardware because the first Xbox was PC parts off the shelf put together with an operating system that removed major layers of Windows. That's why he was upset. But come full circle, you're going to get an Xbox hardware that's inside the living room that's predominantly Windows with Xbox cooked inside, with games that you buy on one ecosystem that goes across many platforms. That's his ultimate vision. So did Phil lose the identity of Xbox, or did he finally wake up to what Xbox really is and stop listening to fanboys that was in his ear talking about exclusives matter? You did it this way for too damn long and it just didn't work. Who knew? All you had to do was just punch him in his face and stuff a cookie in his mouth and he gonna eat. It's up. Forza sold. Games is going. Now, this is the last PlayStation hardware, in my opinion. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. They're going to come out with that handheld. That Pro is going to be the end-all, be-all for y'all. Y'all talking about a PlayStation 6, and y'all looking at Xbox hardware from Moore's is dead or Moore's Law is dead. That's Xbox hardware. They're the only ones talking about with hardware with AMD. PlayStation's talking about Amethyst, software, machine learning, stuff that we can help you do with the pisser. the algorithm to get things up, so they can be multi-platform. So when they put their app all over the place, it's okay. Their games can go. Nobody is working to the hardware. Nobody's using bespoke hardware no more. Why? It's too costly. You make one version that is that's bipedal, that's able to get all over the place, instead of just making one version and you got to sit there and constantly tweak and twerk and fix it to run on your stupid fast SSD that was a lie. All this stuff is a lie. They are PCs with operating systems that close off wall gardens that separate you because they want to keep you separated, because they want to do strange things to you. It's up. Xbox is definitely winning this situation, hands down. It already happened.
The open platform, yeah, I do agree with the open platform.
Whether we agree about it or not, it's happening. It's either get down or lay down time. So now,
yeah, I'm seeing my Steam library on the Xbox app.
That's it. You saw it. It popped up, right?
Yeah.
I got mad games that I was like, where the hell that came from? I didn't have those games over there.
Yeah,
but
it's cool. It's really cool.
If you want a closed ecosystem, get yourself a Nintendo Switch 2 and go lock yourself in a closet and go play by yourself with your 3 friends. Go do that. Go do something strange with those dudes. And how they treat you, and you figure it out over there. But these other dudes, these dudes that wanted to put software and services and big budgets and all this other stuff, it's up. I just said this in my Bruce Willis voice. Welcome to the party, pal. I've been waiting for you. I had a seat for you. Pull up a chair. This third party thing, listen, shirts is in the store right now, third party gang. I've been ahead of this for a long time. Now, when that hashtag no PlayStation 6 happens, I just want you to double back over here to the God. I want you to come back and tell me, yo, King, you was the only one saying that. Because these dudes was too afraid to say it because they don't want to lose a sub. They don't want to offend somebody. Listen, I don't care who I offend. If I offend you that you brought a piece of plastic and I told you that the next piece of plastic that you want to get is not coming out and you get upset because of that, bro, you got something else going on. Love what you got while you got it, because tomorrow's not promised for nobody. There's a lot of people that thought they was waking up today that could have did something yesterday that didn't and said, I'll do it tomorrow. And guess what? Tomorrow never came. Right? So go in there and play the games that you got. Stop worrying about Grand Theft Auto 6. Stop worrying about whatever's happening over here. Stop worrying about all that other stuff. Worry about what you got, play what you got, and be who you are. Stand in your truth. Now stop letting people shake you, because a weak spine don't do nothing for nobody. And don't be procreating with that weak ass spine because you're making weak ass babies. But this is Xbox Frontline News, and I'm going to tell you right now. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Yo, I want to tell you right now, it ain't no better day than a day like this, when I can wake up and I can make you piss. Because I saw you and I had a list. And I said, yo, PlayStation ponies won't survive this. I'm the king. And ain't nobody better than me doing this. And if he's there, why he ain't in that Discord to debate me? Either you afraid of me or you hate me. But either way, I'm the messenger. I'm going to force feed you this message. Blessings. I want y'all all to have a blessed day. I'm going to try to play the Game Pass when I come back later on tonight. Hang out with my wife and, eat some more jalapenos.